Okay, folks, let's do a recording here. I'm going to talk about proportional editing in Blender, and I am going to make a simple terrain. Here I am in my modeling environment. I am currently in this layout up here, but I'm actually just going to change it to modeling. Okay, and I am going to change my units real quick. Okay, I've got a camera in the scene. I've got a light and a cube. I'm just going to get rid of all those by clicking A and then X, delete. Okay, so let's make a terrain here. So I am going to do Shift A, Mesh, Plane. I'm going to scale that up. I can always check the size of it by clicking N, and that will give me my sort of toolbar up here. N makes it hide, N brings it back, N is in Nancy. Okay, so the dimensions of this are right here, but I'm going to change it to maybe say 500. Well, let's do this. Let's do 100 feet by 100 feet. Okay, so I've got this big old plane. I'm going to tab into it. I'm going to click 3, and I'm going to select the surface, and I'm just going to extrude that down. Oh, I want to say 120. Actually, I'm going to do minus 120 because I want it to go down. There we go. So it's a 10 foot by 100 by 100 foot slab. So I tabbed out of that, back into object mode. Okay, I'm going to click on it, hit tab, hit 3, grab the top surface, right click and hit subdivide. Now, as you know, right after you do a command, it will give you some options for that particular command. I'm going to set this to something. I'll try 50. That looks pretty good. I just want to make sure I have a good resolution to produce sort of the terrain I want. Maybe I want to do less than that. Yeah, that looks good. 30. Okay, I'm going to just tab back into that, and I'm going to click 1 to click the vertices. They're all selected right now. I could do Alt A and that would deselect everything. I'm going to start in this back corner over here, and I'm going to select that vertice. And now I'm going to go up and turn on proportional editing, and I can keep it on smooth for now. Now you could change these without actually turning on proportional editing. So you want to put on smooth, and then you want to click the icon right next to it, or hit O as in ostrich. There you go. Alright, now I'm going to click in GZ to move that point up. And right now, I just hit GZ, and you see that circle there. Now if I make that bigger and move my mouse up, you see what happens. If I make it smaller, you see what happens. And I'm making it bigger and smaller with the scroll wheel. Okay, something like that. Okay, now I'm going to hit escape. Okay, because I'm going to go to this side and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to hit GZ. Now notice the bottom is moving as well. And I don't want the bottom to move. Okay, so a really awesome trick in Blender is we can hide things, and when we hide them, they stay right where they are. So I'm going to go to wireframe, Z left or Z4, and I'm going to go to side view, 1 on the number pad or front view, however you look at it. And I'm going to select the bottom. Now the reason I went into wireframe was because I can select everything from the side view. I don't have to go rotate around and grab everything. Wireframe will let you select everything all the way through your model. Now to hide this, I'm just going to click H for hide. Okay. Now we don't see it. That's fine. I'm going to go back to solid viewing or solid shading. I'm going to do Z6. And now I'm just going to manipulate this. GZ. Okay, that looks good. I'll grab another point, GZ, and I will sort of do something like that. This one, GZ. Okay, just going to make a really cool little surface here. Let's grab that point. Okay, something like that. I mean, that looks amazing already. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now if I tab out of this object, the bottom will come back. But if I tab back in, it's still hidden. Now the way to unhide that is you do Alt H. For me on a Mac, it's Option H. Okay, so that's how you bring it back, but I'm going to hide it again. And now, oh, it looks like I accidentally deleted that point there. We'll have to deal with that later. I'm going to grab a point. I'm going to change this to random. And I'm going to do GZ. And I want to give this just some articulation, some texture. It's kind of cool. Just using my... kind of like it that it's maybe more chaotic down in just in here. Alright, I don't really like that one. Let's try that again. I'll just do some out here. GZ. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because this is going to give us a nice little sheen on our terrain when we actually do our rendering. These up a little bit. Do something weird there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, hit tab. Look at that. That looks cool. Hit tab again, and I'm going to do Alt H. Okay, and let's fix this edge. So I'm going to hit 2. And I'm going to grab that surface, that one, and that one. I'm holding down Shift to grab those all. And I'm going to hit F for fill. I think it's in there, but I'm not sure. I'm going to right click on that and do, let's try subdivide. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do, see, Command T, triangulate, that's it. So I want to right click and do triangulate surface. Let's see if I can find it on here. Maybe I have to go to 3. There it is. So I have to go to 3 to select the face, right click triangulate faces, or you can do Control T. On Mac it's Command T. But let's actually triangulate the rest of these surfaces on here, this whole top piece. So I'm going to go to the side view. I'm going to go Z wireframe. I'm going to do a big selection over everything. I don't want actually my sides selected, so I'm going to, let's go to Z6. I'm going to just deselect those. I'm holding down Shift to deselect those. Okay, and then I'm going to right click, triangulate faces, and now we get even more variation. That looks really cool. Okay, so we got a nice terrain for our model, and depending on what material we put on it, it'll do some cool things with reflection. One last thing you might want to do, I'm just going to tab in, go to 2, and I'm going to click on one of these edges here and see if I can, let's see if I can select the whole edge. Try Control. Oh, I can't remember quite the, let's try. If you hold down Alt and select an edge, it should select the whole side. Oh, there, did that work? Kind of. Alright, there's another way that we could do this. I'm going to go to the top view by hitting 7, and I'll go to, Actually, I'm just going to do that. Hold down Shift, that, and that. And that's actually all the edges I want there. And I'm going to bevel them. So I'm going to do Command B or Control B for a Mac or for a Windows user. Actually, both work here, so I did Control B. Getting a little weird little thing on the edge there, but that's okay. I'm just going to do it a little. And then I'm going to increase my... Let's take a look at this. Let's do 0.2. Okay. Now let's do my segments at 5. Tab out. There's a couple anomalies in there, but like right there. Let's see if I can grab that. Tab in, select one. Yeah, it looks like this guy's a bit of a culprit. Where do you want to go? Let's put him where he belongs. G. Oop. See that? I click G to move and all this stuff's moving. That's because I still got my proportional editing on, so you're going to want to turn that off. I'm just going to move this point. The top view here. There we go. I'll just put it back here. Probably something to do with the triangulating. Shift Z is gonna kind of, Shift C resets your view. C is in cat, but this looks really good. Okay, dig how that looks. So proportional editing is really your best friend to sort of make a global move like that, but just make sure that you turn it on and off when you need to, because if you're trying to do other stuff after you've done the proportional editing and you've left it on, it's going to give you a bit of a headache. Okay, so I'll end this video here and we'll do more.